Anyway, great to have you back here, folks. The telephone number, if you want to be on the program, is 800-282-2882. Have you heard what Obama said? Grab audio soundbite number 18. This is yesterday in Washington at the White House. The president speaking to fellows of the Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative.
One of the important principles for me has always been treating everybody fairly. Right. So whether that's women or people of different races, right, or different religious faiths, right, or different sexual orientations. One of my core principles is that I will never engage in a politics in which I'm trying to divide people or make them less than me because they look different or have a different religion. That's a core principle. That's not something I would violate.
Really? Folks, this is classic. Go out. It's just the exact opposite. He clearly sees certain people as lesser. He clearly sees people that he doesn't like, that he considers to be enemies, people that need to be gotten even with. And he clearly has divided people. I mean, by design. There could be no other result for some of the reasons or things that Obama has done as president. But it got even funnier, or maybe you would say more delusional.
People don't remember. When I came into office, the United States, in world opinion, ranked below China and just barely above Russia. And today, once again, the United States is the most respected country on earth. And part of that, I think, is because of the work that we did to re-engage the world and say that we want to work with you as partners with mutual interest and mutual respect. It's on that basis that we were able to end 2 wars.
Here's the thing. I think he really believes it. I don't think that he's just saying this for the record. He really believes this stuff, folks. This is what makes this so problematic to me. Now, he's delusional. If he really means this, if he really believes this, he's delusional. If I'm wrong, if he doesn't believe it, if it's just political positioning, it doesn't matter. In stuff like this, motivation actually doesn't matter. It's the hard actual fact or result that you have to deal with. Motivation is just a sideline. And this is absurd. Country was never hated and despised. The first myth here, and one of the things that got Obama elected, was the media and the Democrat Party running around claiming the world hated the United States because of George Bush and Dick Cheney. Despised us, hated us. And we needed to elect these guys to once again make Europe love us, because Europe was the cutting edge. Europe was the gold standard. Europe, and being European, was exactly what we should aspire to, and being loved and adored by European socialists, and being loved and adored by our enemies in the Middle East. And I'm sure that Obama, in his world, as a narcissist, actually does walk around thinking that he has rebuilt all this love and respect and adulation for himself and for the country. But this idea, I've restored America to the most respected country on earth. Next, he's going to say, I made Baltimore the safest city in America. And if he'll follow that by saying, Hillary Clinton, I made Libya, Iraq, and Syria the safest countries on earth. Hillary and I also neutered Russia and China with our reset program. We have got the cheapest health care system in the world now, thanks to me, he will say. You heard the news about that today, folks? Have you heard what your health care premiums next year are going to do? Have you heard about increases along the lines of 26%? And do you know why? Because they don't have enough members. They don't have enough people signing up for health care in large enough groups to bring the prices down. And yet there's Obama. He promised everybody premiums going to come down $2,500. Keep your doctor, keep your plan if you like it. Everybody who's going to have health care is going to be much cheaper and much more accessible. So the next thing he's going to tell us, he never lied about health care. He made health care cheaper than it's ever been in the United States. And he'll follow that by pointing out that he has created the greatest growth in GDP in the entire history of the American economy. He will remind us that he said he was going to cut the national debt in half, which he did, and then he will claim that he did it. And then he'll follow that by saying, I made the Veteran Administration hospitals the greatest health care providers on earth. I mean, to run around and say that he's restored America to the most respected country on earth is no different than saying he's made Baltimore the safest city on earth. And that he's lowered health care costs dramatically across the board. This is delusional. But you see, the thing is, we once again are up against it. On the one hand, over here, we have reality. On the other hand, we have the media and Obama and a combo desire to make Obama look as though he has been and is the greatest president the country's ever had. And make no mistake, that's the objective. And so Obama goes out and says this, and that permits the media to report it and to expand on it and to analyze it and to write stories about how it's actually true. No, you wait. That's the next thing that's going to happen. There will be deep analytical pieces, fact-check type stories, too. Is Obama's claim that he's restored America to the most respected country on earth true or false? And you're going to see in-depth, oh, you won't believe it, in-depth analysis, going back 8 years, interviews with world leaders all over the world. And they will come to the conclusion that while it may not look like it on the surface, Obama has dramatically made this country more respected than it was when he took office. It'll be another opportunity to bash Bush and bash the Republicans. So once again, an alternative reality will be created that'll be taught in schools. It'll be in the mainstream media, drive-by media on a daily basis. And it will be, they'll just create this stuff out of whole cloth, and it will become the next new reality. And half the country or more are going to be sitting around scratching their heads, how in the hell can this happen? Everybody's going to, are you kidding me? How in the world does this happen? And the answer is going to be like every other answer is, it cannot happen without a complicit, compliant, and accomplices bunch of media. Pure and simple. And there won't be any pushback of the Republican Party on this. And I mean, this is not even about Hillary Clinton's campaign. This is not about electing the next Democrat. This is all about legacy. This is all about taking. It's like Benghazi. It's talking about like restructuring what really happened in Benghazi. Benghazi, by the end of his administration, Benghazi is going to have nothing really happened there except a great, great policy that nobody was able to see at the time. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm the first president. Guarantee health care for every American. I'm affordable. And I'm the first president that made sure that we deal with Iran on nuclear weapons. Won't say how, just because it's the first president to have done it. That's what he wants in the history books, and that's what these claims are all about. Let's just see if I'm right. Let's see how long it takes for there to be, in the mainstream media, little stories analyzing these claims. Some fact-check type stories, such as you get in the Washington Post, the AP, and other deeper analytical pieces at places like the New York Times Sunday Magazine, the New York Review of Books, places like the Brookings Institute, think tanks and so forth. Deep, deep analysis. I mean, so much intellectual speak that nobody can follow it, keep up with it, translate it, understand it, but the conclusion will be, my God, Obama was right. That's what's being set up here. We live in just an entirely, it is, two universes here. We live in the real universes where you and I are, and there's this alternative or alternate universe over here, which we don't understand. Well, no, we understand it. What we don't understand is how many people can buy into it so readily.